you're keeping in shape. You're not going to rest a little bit after all of these sacks. Like, take it easy. What a freaking season.
I only had 10 and a half. I got Myles Garrett out there setting new records at 23. You know, like I'm jealous. It's time to get down to what is Myles?
Double.
Yeah, what is Myles weigh? Myles weighs 270, 270. I'm about to get cut up. It's time to lose some weight and get even more shredded.
Really?
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
10 and a half sacks this year. I'm going to congratulate you on that. You're not going to downplay that. It's your 7th career double-digit sack season. Consistency, the hardest thing to do. Can I show you my favorite one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which one do you think?
Let it be an Atlanta Falcons one.
No. This guy. Are you kidding? Talk me through this.
Man, it was a great rip. I mean, offensive lineman is, whatever that is. But my chop was pretty. You know, I was able to come back. He was trying to escape from one of our games with big Devon Godchild coming through in that B gap. So he's trying to step up. And he stepped right into me. And low-key, ball got out of his hand. Like, it should have been a forced fumble, but he was able to, re-clutch. And I said, gosh darn it. You know, those talented quarterbacks are able to do so. Got to get that ball out.
Not easy to bring that man down, I can imagine. But you still somehow slam him to the turf.
Absolutely. I think it was my first time getting Josh Allen. I had 3 or 4 new quarterbacks to the list.
You know, I have a list. He was number 50.
Yeah, we like that. We like that. I might hold that on for the future.
Do you want to just get this retirement stuff out of the way? I know you talked about a negotiation
we can
with
beat,
Nicky.
Also, we can beat the same drum we've been beating for the last half decade or so. Yeah.
So you're back. You're coming home.
I'm working on my agility as we speak. It's time to get faster.
Yeah. Why do people why do I keep trying to retire you? You know what? Matt Forte saying you're old.
I mean, I think he's just jealous because he had grays in his goatee and mine is still, mine is exactly where it's supposed to be.
I know you're not retiring because you're not going to go out with a loss to the Falcons. Look, that was the second that happened. I was like, and Cam's coming back, right?
I mean, that sucks. I hate losing to them. It's trash. When I think about, technically, if you look at it, I've won 18 times of their 12. I'm no longer, on that 2-1 status that I'd like to be at. So we probably got to even that out. But I don't know what this offseason holds. And at the same time, I'm in New Orleans until they don't want me. So I'm gonna be over here at the exchange playing pickleball. And then, I'll be at the facility until my face isn't recognized anymore. One day this fingerprint won't work, but it won't be today.
What does Nicky get?
You'll probably see. It's going, yeah. It's not going to be light. Nicky has made some demands to come back, but she's all in. Yeah, absolutely. She's all in.
Okay, then don't tell. I'm excited to see whatever that is. Now, if you hyped it, now it's got to be big. I'll ask you this. Was the conversation with Nicky, was it a multi-year negotiation or was it just for the year?
Yeah, single, we're going one by one. Yeah. I said, give me after I was at year 10, I said, look, love, give me the 15 and we'll go from here. And she got me to 15 and I said, hey, you say walk away, we walk away, heads held high. We've done everything we came to accomplish except the Super Bowl. But I was like, I really believe in our team. I believe in our locker room. I believe that we might have found a QB1 in Tyler Shough the way he's played. I believe that, healthy Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, we just drafted 2 dogs in consecutive years in the first round at tackle, and Taliese Fuaga, as well as Kelvin Banks. I was like, we have Brian Mazzee when healthy. Chase Young had a monumental year, just touched double digits. Carl Granderson was slicing and dicing on the outside and inside. I was like, we've got guys that want to play ball. Demario Davis didn't have a drop-off. In fact, had his best year tackle-wise yet with 140 odd tackles. And he's like 6 months older than me. I'm like, and I look at him as a challenge. Like if he's dropping 19 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour in games, I should be dropping 18s, which I am. If you want to look at all the metrics, I like me. I don't like me, I love me. But I always have, so maybe that's my problem.
You said we might you said we might have. And I really liked that you said that it's all about being appreciated right now. And I really think that that's cool. Like I think and you deserve that, and you've built a Hall of Fame resume. You said, I just want to clarify or let you clarify. You said you might have your quarterback in Tyler Shough. Do you have your quarterback in Tyler Shough?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way that he showed, from the way he took over to the way he showed the last 8 or 9 games, he grew every game, and even showed that he has that edge to him through adversity. Falcons game, he throws the interception, comes back and drives home. There was times where it's like you saw how special he could be, not only with his feet, but with his playmaking ability to be able to shrug off some of these would-be sacks and then have amazing throws after. In last game alone, we were in the red zone and they called it OPI or whatever it was, but Shough steps up, shrugs off a defender, throws one across the body for a touchdown. Should have been touchdown to Kevin Austin. I mean, there's enough to see that you have a QB1 in Tyler Shough.
It sounds like he should not only be that, but maybe offensive rookie of the year.
I mean, you say it. I mean, I'm just going to say keep shucking.
I don't like saying it because I'm going to say the F word.
Oh, he could be a keep trucking, keep shucking.
No, I would say I'm always nervous, but he's a great guy. Do you know that you're
Absolutely.
a sack away from passing LT?
Yeah. Which that should have happened Miami game.
I know, it sucks.
When I closed the game and they just gave me a forced fumble instead of a sack strip forced fumble, I'm still odd on that. Like I'm confused on what happened there.
What did happen? Tell me.
I mean, in my mind, I was,
I don't think
I was closing the game out. Uh-oh, am I back? Hey, I was trying to close the game out. It's me and Chase rushing against 5 offensive linemen. I get the 2 sides, so I win mine. Cam Ward, hell of an athlete, goes to throw the ball, strip sack him, ball comes out of his backhand, and so that's a strip sack. But then he's able to pick it up and throw it again. I said, that's 2 throws in one play, not allowed to happen.
I was looking at there's like an asterisk to Myles Garrett's, right? That's a big discussion. I don't love these kind of discussions.
No, there's not. He had 23 sacks. No asterisk. I'm not here for that. Oh, it could have been.
It's the 16-17 game season. Like, is this a season that's a season? There's all this. You're saying no.
What? 23 sacks is 23 sacks. I'm not here for none of that. There's the way that he attacked the season. He had a vengeance and earned everything that he did. There's always going to be some. Oh, well, that sack doesn't count. Every sack counts. It doesn't matter how they come as long as they drop in your lap. As long as that's in the stat sheet, that's the record. You can complain all you want to. That's why I'm complaining about the sack I didn't get.
I know. Here's my question. Who do you complain to? Like, do you know who, like, the person with the pencil is that's like, yep, half sack, yep, no sack? Like, do you know? Right? Have you ever met that person? Yeah, nope. It's like very Wizard of Oz. It's very like, reveal yourself,
I've never looked, I've never looked because I don't want to hold a prejudice. Like, you're the guy holding me back. When it could,
I would be like, I'm a pass rusher. Why don't you face all the pass rushers and explain to us why this isn't I think that's democracy right there. I think that's fair.
Absolutely. I'm just glad to be back on the edge again. I've been
yes.
told, early on in my career, I've been told I wasn't going to be an elite pass rusher. I didn't have many pass rush opportunities my rookie year. End up with 1 sack. Now 131 of those sacks later. It's nothing but God and Jesus that has given me all these blessings, the physical intangibles, the ability to be healthy for 99% of my career. I'm truly blessed and highly favored even to have the opportunity to throw some of these fat guys around. I mean, athletic offensive linemen.
God, Jesus, stem cells, and peptides. That's all one really needs.
What the heck is a peptide? You know what? These are questions that I have to do research on. I can barely take my multivitamin when I remember.
Must be nice to be a genetic king. Must just be really nice. Hey, listen, you played against a lot of these NFC teams that are in the playoffs. 5 of 7. Okay, everybody but the Eagles and the Packers. From your future Hall of Fame perspective, which team has it?
I don't know. Don't just throw the future Hall of Fame perspective. It got me all like, I almost blushed for real. The question was,
which team in the NFC? Can we show him the teams in the NFC?
It's got to be. It's got to be the Rams. Probably in the forefront of my mind. Rams and Niners. Ooh.
Pick one.
Ooh. Seattle did just beat the Rams, but no, the way Matt Stafford. I'm not going to bet against him right now. Like, that's just, if I was a betting man, I'd say Matt Stafford's going to figure that out.
You just hate Lil Bryce. That's so rude.
What? Huh? What? I sacked him. He's good to me. We're great.
If that was any other team, you'd pick, like, that's, you're
no,
doing
I think
that
I think the indicator is I had my first touchdown off Matt Stafford. So the better he does, the better I look. It's biased opinions right now.
Yeah. I don't like this blush or like whatever you're doing with this like humble bit. I don't like it. I want you to know. Like, I'm so,
This
no,
is
I'm not
this is the
even, I'm,
fifth year that I've been out the playoffs. So at this point, like I can't
no. I'm talking
toot any
about
horns.
you. I'm talking about
Yeah,
you and your
this
Hall of Fame candidacy. I'm over, like, you got to be who you are. This, like, little humble, like, oh, I'm
hey,
over it. I've been your friend
it,
15 years. Whatever we,
absolutely.
like, you have
And
built a resume. I'm going to show you this. Do you want to? Here's what I think. I love it when there's no argument at the bar over should he be a Hall of Famer. And you need something for that to happen. Are you ready?
mm-hmm.
You will be undeniable when this. You need 7 sacks, my friend. Take a look. Top 10. That's first ballot stuff. You were
Yeah.
right. I think we have it. Do we? We have it. Oh no, we don't have the list. Oh, I thought. Sorry.
Hmm.
I missed.
It's all
I
good.
missed that.
I mean, I look at it
Um,
like this,
but I know
right?
Bruce is up there, Strahan's up there, Peppers is up there. It will be undeniable when you get 7 more sacks and you join those guys.
Yeah, but see, in my mind, I work the opposite way, right? Every time they mention, oh, you know, he's such a great pass rusher, Michael Strahan, Julius Peppers. You look at Terrell Suggs, you look at
Right.
Jared Allen, phenomenal pass rushers, guys that always talked about sacks, 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 sacks. I've always said run first. You know, like when you look at my run stuff, when you look at my run efficiency, I've always been, I wish you would run at me. You know, and oh, by the way, I can pass rush. And oh, by the way, I can land within top 5. And oh, by the way, I can string multiple sack seasons, multiple 10-sack seasons. And
7.
by the way, I've broken all the Saints franchise records for those. You know, but the TFLs matter the most to me as well. 175 plus 100 and, you know, whatever that number is,
Yeah.
700 tackles. Everything
I
that
love that
is.
you said that because that adds to your undeniability as you as a run defender. And I hope everybody watched. There will be no argument, but you need to get those 7 sacks, my friend, and you will next year. I have Kirk
Absolutely.
Cousins coming up on the show right after this. He's not
Ooh,
on live.
Kirko! I just had a sweater. Tell him. Did you show my sweater? Show my sweater.
We had it. We talked about it in the production meeting. I cut it for time, but do we have it? Probably not. We don't have it loaded.
Love that guy, Kirko Chains. He's good to me.
I thought it was definitely a look. You're absolutely insane. Hey, I don't know if you saw this. Let's end with this. A fan, Trevor Lawrence went to a bar and he saw a Jags fan, and then he lets the Jags fan squat him. Is that what it's called? Okay. Look at this. This is a fan. She literally has him on her back. What would a fan have to look like for you to give that the okay? Like, yeah, you can squat me. What would the yes have? Like, what's the thing?
I don't know. He's a quarterback, so he's used to being like forklifted sometimes. You know, like during the game, that's a part of his habits. I don't know if I like me parallel to the ground. I don't like in any capacity.
You wouldn't let me squat you because I'm so short. Goodbye, Cam Jordan.
I met one of my favorite teammates, Brian Brzee, do it. You know, like if he was like, "Hey, Cam, I got you," I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother."
You should let me
go fireman.
I can't hear you. I love you. You're the best. We got to get to Kirk. You're the greatest. Have a good offseason. I'm sure I'll see you in the next couple weeks. Indeed. I'm in Vegas, our favorite place.
Enjoy.